excited to speak with you all today. Um, I just want to start by saying that my story is a lot like Vincent. Um, myself has also come from a single parent. Um, I literally remember sitting exactly where you all are today. But not only do I remember sitting where you all, I actually remember the feeling. I remember the feeling of excitement, ready to just be done with middle school. I'm ready to go to high school. I'm ready to, spread my wings. I'm done with it. Then I remember going into high school feeling the same way. I'm ready to go to college. I'm ready to be an adult. I know more than most of these adults. I literally was always a serious child who took my future and my life very serious. And that helped me a lot, but it also hindered me a lot because I felt like I knew everything. So I did what I was supposed to do. I graduated from high school. I graduated from Hampton University in Virginia. I'm actually from Hampton, Virginia. My sister and my mother, we all graduated from Hampton. And I just remember trying to plan everything. I'm going to be a teacher, or I'm going to be a social worker or a juvenile probation officer. I've always wanted to work with children. So after I graduated, I'm going to be honest, I was confused. I felt like I did what everybody told me I was supposed to do. I didn't get in any trouble. I went to school. I graduated in 4 years. Woohoo! No super seniors over here, right? But once I was done, I said, how do I get a job that's actually going to pay back my student loan? And I like nice things. I want to live in a nice place. How do I do that? So as I started shopping salaries for what my degree was in, it just wasn't aligned with the life that I wanted to live. So again, I was actually confused and I did not have a plan at all. So I have one sister. She's a year older than myself. And my sister is a little bit more of a free spirit. She's not really afraid to do things. So she and I, at 22 years old, packed up our stuff in Virginia, moved to Atlanta, what we call a dollar in a dream. I think we had a one car that when we started up, it screeched real loud, and $2,000 between both of us. Didn't know what we were going to do. So we just took entry-level jobs and just made it work, right? So I felt like I was actually in poverty at that point. Like, how am I going to make this work? Do we move back to Virginia? What do we do? So I decided, you know what? Real estate. I want to be a realtor. You get to make a lot of money. I'm looking at what's on TV. I hadn't known any realtors, didn't talk to any realtors. I just said, I'm going to go. I like to talk. I want to help people. I'm going to just sell a whole bunch of houses and make a lot of money. That's easy, right? Who said that they wanted to be in real estate? Please come talk to me. It is an amazing career, one of the best decisions I've made for my future, but I'm going to tell you, it's not easy. It is more than walking around and showing houses. You have to be intelligent. You have to have resources. You have to know math. You have to understand contracts. You have to read. So when your teachers are telling you, make sure you read you have to read, right? So fast forward. After I got my license, I said, okay, how am I going to make money? I still had to work. I still had to go out, meet people, create my own resources, not give up, right? Fast forward 5 years from then, that was 2017. I'm a top producing real estate agent in Atlanta. Then I ended up in 2021. I said, this is great. I've achieved some goals. I'm making it way for myself, but I want more. What's next? Then I thought, okay, a broker's license. But I was a little discouraged because I didn't know very many brokers that looked like me. Not just being an African American, but also being a woman. I did not know any Black women that owned their own real estate firm, right? So I said, I'm going to do it. Let's just see what happens. So from then on, I felt myself in a room and around people that not only was I successful in residential sales, but I crossed over to end up selling and closing multi-million-dollar commercial transactions. That is an industry that, again, it's not just African Americans are not tapped into as much, but also as a woman. So after I had achieved those goals, you had a lot of my colleagues like, how did you get those deals? How did you meet those people? Because I never gave up. I kept my confidence and I kept moving forward. So one thing that I want to leave you all with is make sure the age that you are in now, the stages that you are entering in your life now, make sure that you're making the right decisions, whether it's in real estate, whether it's in entrepreneurship, whether it's in accounting. Please understand that your goals can change. Remember, I wanted to be a teacher. I wanted to be a juvenile probation officer. And quiet as it's kept, I am eventually going to open up my own group home because I still have it in my heart to work with the youth. You can do more than one thing and you can change your mind, right? Last thing I'm going to say, I promise. One thing that Justin said that I really want you all to resonate is you do have an amazing tool growing up now. Social media and the internet. We didn't have that when we were your age. Use that as a positive tool to get you where you want to be, but also remember, stay strong mentally because social media is an amazing tool, but it can also be a detriment to your mental. Remember, there is one of you. There are hundreds and thousands of sperm. God chose you to be fertilized. So be yourself because everybody else is taken. That's all I have.